This is the successor to the legendary Lenovo Legion Pro 5 from last year. Let's review. This year, Lenovo has changed nothing about this laptop. Expect the CPU, and because of that, there is not much to talk about if you already have a Legion Pro 5 from last year, or you already seen the Legion Pro 5 review we made last year. But let's review this laptop for the one who wants to buy this laptop. Let's start with the body and chassis. As I said, nothing has changed from last year. The design remained the same as the last year. The feel is the same, the material is all the same, and it looks identical to the 2023 model. The hinge is still perfect. It is one of the best hinges I've ever seen in any laptop. It's stiff, the lid is aluminum, the keyboard deck is plastic, and everything feels premium and nice. The keyboard has 4-zone RGB, it has full-size keyboard, and I like it. I like everything about this keyboard. The layout, the lighting, everything is just good, and there is nothing wrong about it. And also I should say that the trackpad is better than last year, but it's not that good anyway, and there is reports that some Legion users are having problems with the trackpad turning off by itself. And yes, I can agree, there is problem with this trackpad, but it's a gaming laptop, and anyway you're gonna use a gaming mouse with this laptop, so it doesn't matter that much. But about the ports, we have one of the best laptops in terms of port selection in any category. We have one USB type A port on the right, we have 2 LED indicators on the right, one camera switch to switch off your webcam easily without any problem. It's good for privacy, and we have one audio combo jack on the right which has good audio output and quality, and I like it. And on the left we have one USB type C port, 3.2 Gen 2, one other USB type A port, and the other things on the right and left are vents, and there is nothing else. In the back we have one port for RJ45, it has 2.5 gigabit per second speed, which is nice. We have another USB type C port with USB only PD support, it's not Thunderbolt. I don't know why $1,600 laptop shouldn't have Thunderbolt port, but we don't have it here. It supports power delivery and DisplayPort, which is good. It has one HDMI 2.1 on the back, which is good. I like HDMI ports on the back, it won't get in your way, and it's a good placement for this laptop. And we have 2 more USB type A ports on the back, one of which has always on charging capability, which is good because you can charge your phone with this port without any problem. And this is a 300-watt massive brick, and you can use it in fights, I think, because it's huge. You can't disagree with me that it is huge, and it's been, I think, 4 years since we've seen this charger in the Legion boxes, and it is too heavy, it is too big. I don't know why, but it is huge, and it is not acceptable for me. It's a huge disappointment for this laptop. And also the weight of the laptop and the charger is going to be more than 3 kilos, more than 3 kilograms, and it is too heavy. It's a laptop. I want to use it as a portable computer. I can't use a more than 3 kilo laptop and say it is portable enough for me. I can't say that. For this section, I think we can give this laptop an 8 out of 10. I took 2 scores. 1, because nothing has changed, and 2, it is heavy, and that charger is just absolutely terrible. Okay, let's get to the next part. Display. The display on this laptop is just perfect. It's like the last year Legions, and last year Legions was also perfect. It has 2.5K 240 Hz screen with 500 nits of brightness. it's 16-inch and it is one of the best screens I've ever seen in any laptop, especially in this price category, and I really like it. It has 100% sRGB color coverage, it has 80% Adobe RGB color coverage, which means it can be one of the best screens in any laptop for gaming and video editing and photography, which is good, or photo editing, which is good, and I can say I like it. There is nothing wrong about it, and it is just beautiful. For this section, I can give this screen a 9 out of 10 score. Why 9? Because it is nothing exceptional, and because of that, exceptional I mean it's not an OLED screen or like something like mini LED screen. It's IPS LCD and it is fine. 9 out of 10 is a good score for this screen. If you want to buy this laptop, you can just easily go to the description and click on our affiliate link in the description below. Okay, let's talk about performance. The performance on this laptop is one of the best in the market. Why? Because it has good cooling. It can deliver anything to you with this CPU and GPU. What CPU? Intel 14th Gen Core i7 14650HX processor along with Nvidia RTX 4060 at 140 watts. This CPU and GPU is one of the best options for any mid-range laptop, and I can say you won't get in any problem with this CPU and GPU. Yes, 8GB of VRAM is not that enough in this year, but it's an Nvidia thing. They released a 4060 Ti for their desktop with 8GB of VRAM. So, what to complain about? But it is good enough, I think, for this laptop, and because of that, I can say I was happy with the results. What results? The benchmarks. We tested Cinebench R23 and 2024 in this machine, and we got more than 22,000 scores in Cinebench R23, which is insane because it is more than 10% improvement compared to last year. Which is good, and it is just perfect. If you didn't know, Cinebench R23 is one of the heaviest benchmarks to test the CPU performance of your laptop or your desktop PC, which is a good measurement if you want to see how well it can perform in the cooling department and CPU performance. It's the same for Cinebench 2024. We got more than 1100 score, which is nice. It's near 1200 scores, which means this year 14650HX processors are one of the best options you can buy. Like, they are 10 to 15% better than last year, and unlike 14900HX processors, they are worth buying. So if you want to buy a new laptop and you are in doubt to buy a 13650HX processor or 14650HX processor, I can recommend you to buy a 14th gen Intel HX processor, because as you can see on the screen, it has 10 to 15% better scores in the benchmarks. And as you can see in the charts, our scores are based on multi-core scores we got in these benchmarks. And in the Cinebench 2024, for the GPU, we got more than 10,000 scores, which is okay. Why? Because we got better results in other laptops, but this model has only 16GB of RAM in one stick. So we want to make another video about what is the difference between 16 to 32GB of RAM in the same laptop. I think we can get better results in GPU department too if we upgrade the RAM to 32GB, but we should see. So don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our next video about this laptop and the 32GB model. We also tested Geekbench 6 on this machine, and as you can see on the screenshot, we got okay results, but Geekbench 6 I think is not that much accurate, especially in Windows OS, so you are just seeing the scores. We also tested Time Spy in this machine, and in the Time Spy we got more than 11,000 scores, which is good. It can show us how well it can perform in 3D applications or games. We also tested content creation workloads like Adobe Premiere and Adobe After Effects. In Adobe Premiere, because of 16GB of RAM in only one stick, our results wasn't that high. It was around 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and in After Effects we got around 4 minutes and 48 seconds. After Effects was a good score for this laptop because it depends highly on the single threaded performance, but we should see how well it can perform when we upgrade the RAM to 32GB. We also tested some games in this machine like Cyberpunk 2077. In preset Ultra, as you can see on the screen, we got good results. They were okay in all these games and presets. The max switch was off, DGPU mode was enabled, and the performance profile was in the extreme mode. How we can know that? The LED on the power button will change to purple when you are enabling the extreme mode, which is good. So let's get back to the gaming. We tested Cyberpunk 2077 in RT Ultra, as I said. In preset RT Ultra plus frame generation in DLSS 3, we got better results almost. And in preset Ultra, we got without any ray tracing, we got the best results we could have because ray tracing is too heavy for the 4060. And we tested one more preset. It's called Amin mode in our internal system. And in Amin mode, we tested RT Ultra without any DLSS or AI help to see how it can perform in the raw performance mode. In the raw performance mode, it was okay, but it couldn't give us playable frame rates. So let's get to Rainbow Six. In Rainbow Six, we tested this laptop in preset Ultra, High, and Low. In all three presets, we got stable and good results. And I can say for games like Rainbow Six Siege, this laptop can perform really well. We also tested Valorant, which is a CPU heavy game, and as you can see on this screen, they are too high numbers because Valorant is just too easy for this PC. We also tested Apex Legends on this laptop, and in the Apex Legends, it was okay, but the minimum frame rate in Ultra preset was not acceptable for me, but it was okay. The difference between maximum and minimum FPS was too much. At least what I saw was too much. We also tested Shadow of the Tomb Raider on this machine, and in average we got 81 FPS, which is okay. For the performance section, I can give this laptop a 9 out of 10 score. Why? Because the temperature was controlled easily without any problem. The wattage wouldn't drown and suffer from thermal throttling, and everything was fine, and the fan noise was acceptable, especially in the balanced mode or performance mode. It was okay and there was nothing wrong about it, and I can say it can get 9 out of 10 score for the performance section. So let's get to the next section: speakers, camera, and battery. Speakers in this laptop are absolutely trash. They are the worst speakers I've ever seen on a $1,600 or $1,700 laptop. And because of that, I can say it's a good speaker, and I can just recommend you to buy a $50 or $60 external speaker like JBL Go, like JBL Clip, something like that. Just don't use these speakers. They are trash, absolutely trash. I couldn't hear footsteps in Apex Legends. They are this bad. So this is the webcam quality of Lenovo Legion Pro 5 2024. What do you think about the webcam quality? It has 1080p sensor, but it is fine. Also, it has a mic button. It has mic mute button on the keyboard and camera switch on the right. Just like that. And about the battery life, this laptop has an 80 watt-hour battery, which is good, but not enough, I think, because it only lasts 3 to 4 hours. It's like the same as other HX processor laptops, and they can't just go more than 5 hours. I can recommend you to use this laptop if you are on battery a lot, but it is okay. It's a gaming laptop and we get used to it. Overall, I can say this laptop is an 8 out of 10 laptop. So it means if you want to buy a new laptop and you're looking for a laptop in $1,600 or $1,700, I think this is one of the best options for you, especially if you are a gamer, if you are a content creator, I mean, you are video editing or photo editing, and for this kind of people, it is one of the best options available in the market. So just go and buy it. What do you think about the Lenovo Legion Pro 5 2024? Tell us in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.